There we go. Hopefully it saves this recording. I've never done this before. So, what's up? So, a new kind of video today. This is Jaylon Wilson, JayAyeWhy. He goes by that in music. And I'm Thomas Infante. We're probably going to be posting this on both of our channels. So, for JayAyeWhy's followers that are watching this, my name's Thomas Infante. I produce music. And you want to tell them how we met?
Yeah, yeah. We met online. I promoted my first single, which was Resurrection. And it basically did a little bit of numbers, but he commented and basically we just hit it off from there and we start collaborating. He starts sending me beats, I start killing them, and that's how it worked.
Honestly, I listened to the song Resurrection, and like it hit me like it hit me right away, those lyrics and stuff, because like it's so hard to find someone that like will make trap music but like make a spiritual type trap music, and that's what attracted me and made me want to like send a bunch of free beats. But yeah, so we're both like really spiritual.
Right. And one thing I also enjoy is conversations that tie music and spirituality. Those type of conversations can actually take you to another world. They really can take you to another world. And people don't believe it until they actually listen.
For real, yeah. So how'd you get into this? Like, when did you have your awakening, and what made you want to rap spiritually?
Well, how what started me off rapping in a general sense, I used to rap in high school, and me and my former friends, we used to rap about shooter shooter bang bang in the classroom.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that didn't really bring me anywhere, and I knew it was something more to life. I knew it was something more to just materialistic, physical living sense.
that's awesome.
And one day I stumbled upon a video on YouTube that talked about spirituality and all this, like do you feel it's signs to, so like
All
I
this.
start paying attention to the signs. Basically, I start following my higher self, the universe that was talking to me the whole time, and I got into meditation, and all these things just popped off. I start changing.
That's so great. Yeah, like when everything builds up together, it's like you just know that you're on the right path. I
Right.
remember for me, it was like stuff just started popping up into my Instagram that like I wasn't even following those pages. It's just like spiritual pages would start following me. And it was like, what's all this stuff happening right now? And yeah, I was
Right.
questioning. So like that's really cool that you decided to keep the trap music style, because that's what's really popular. A lot of people listen to trap music. I'm someone that always says like there's so much influence in trap music, and as you know, a lot of it's like drugs and the shooter shooter bang bang stuff you were talking
Yeah.
about. So
Yeah.
you had courage to not chase cloud and money and be different.
Exactly.
That's
That
all.
is where the power resides. That is where the strength resides. That's where the bravery resides. Because most people, there is a lot of rappers now that are spiritual behind the scenes, that are woke and aware behind the scenes, but they know if they change what they talk about on the radio and in the public, that their fan base is gonna just be like, no, we're used to hearing shooter shooter bang bang. No, no more.
Yeah, man. I bet you a bunch of people are gonna resonate with that right now. Like I feel like there's so many people that are questioning things and know that the music they're listening to is not right. Like I feel like there's a lot of people knowing right now, but like
No.
that's what I decided a while ago. when I started my YouTube, when I started just really being myself. Like, I don't really care what people think of this or if it's gonna get views or not. The truth is gonna prevail. And
Exactly.
like that's where it leads you. Like this connection, bro, it feels better than money.
Exactly.
And
That's
yeah,
that's the synergy. That's the synergy that connects us as spiritual beings. See, I was I was thinking about the other day how, and I always think about this. This thought is like reoccurring.
mhm,
How everything is connected. We are creators created by a creator to co-create in a reality that creates within itself. And it's like ongoing thing. It's infinite. It's like it's so it's a mirror. You ever put a mirror in front of another mirror?
yeah, yeah,
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
100%. I always talk about that too. Change your timeline, change what you're doing today, and it puts you more on an infinite timeline. Like I'm always saying, like just be the beliefs, be the values, and be the person, because that actually puts you in a reality of the infinite realities of what you want to manifest, of what you want. Like one of the
It's
coolest things I thought is when you were wanted to record landline, you wanted to go to a studio, but so many studios were like closed down. But you're like,
yeah.
bro, I'm just gonna manifest it. And then 3 days later, you sent me the songs. I'm like, bro, you actually manifested a studio session. Like,
Yeah. 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 That's what happened.
and it's not like you just
What
called and booked. Like these studios were all closed down. They weren't expecting, but you still got in, man. That's so cool.
still got in there. It still got in there. If you okay, and the power that really ties to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is the power of belief, right?
Oh yeah,
And this ties into a deeper subject, but the power of belief really hinders people, and it really pushes people to succeed. If you believe that you can do something, then you can do it.
100,
No doubt about it.
100%. Like belief breaks down all limitations.
That's the goal, to break down all limitations and be divine in every single way. That's the goal.
And just yeah, it's crazy because like if you believe it, like it's already happened. Like that's who you already are. It's just
It's
like it's
in
natural.
it. We're in it. We are in it. We are being. We are being. We're human beings, spiritual beings, being who we are.
100%. Also, like I like to think that we're refinding like who we really are. As the ultimate creator. Like we forget
Yeah.
that, and then we incarnate here to remember it. And like I don't know. I feel like we're just attracting the right tribes. At least I know myself. Like I attracted you in your life. You did the same thing. And then even with like our YouTube channels, like I've been doing it for a few months now, and honestly, the amount of subscribers doesn't really matter. But like some comments I get are just like, it's so cool to see that there's other people out there that think like this.
Or there's similarities in the world.
You ever have
That's
any of your friends think you went crazy?
actually my own mother thought I was crazy. See,
It's
like she took me to therapy, and she tried to like get me to to confess that I was crazy.
oh
it
no.
was it was wild because okay, this is what happened. My mother saw that I was changing into a more wiser being, and she thought that I was just wild out my mind, old man syndrome. I'm like, what? So she took me to therapy, and the therapist asked me, was I hearing voices? Was I seeing things? Do I have dementia? All this other shit.
Oh, damn.
And he was basically trying to get me to like get on some medicine. I was just going through it like, no, I'm fine.
Holy shit, that would have just like try to get you medicated, bro. That's crazy though. Jeez,
Yeah,
that's intense. Well, in a way, that's what they want to do.
yeah. And I know the illusion, so I saw right through it. I was like, man, I'm gonna just be a chameleon and just blend in.
Yeah, and then
That's
behind the scenes, just real, man. That's because my mom was like that too, you know. Like I started learning about this all stuff. Started learning that we're infinite spiritual beings. I wanted everyone to know that we're multidimensional, and I'd be like, bro,
right,
don't you know we're multidimensional, man? Like, switch your timeline, switch your life, start believing.
right.
And my friends would be like, bro, f off, man. I don't need your belief bullcrap. Let me live my life.
People are so comfortable, man. People are too comfortable. It's the comfort zone is really here to trap us,
Oh,
trap us to into believing that we find happiness in the couch and the bed.
and comfort, the word actually has its own connotation in itself. People hear comfort and they're like, ooh, leisure, relaxation, that's nice, right? But it's like comfort is just like when you're actually in it, I find it's like sometimes it can be pleasurable, but if you do it for too long, comfort is just like, fuck, I need to get out of this.
Right? It can be a trap. It's a
Yeah.
trap. That is the thing that hinders us from success in all sorts of ways. We have to be able to have the courage to actually accept who we are and accept that we're nothing to be something.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sure everyone's like people watching this have tittle-tailed around the good old like ego death and had it on some level or just
Oh
straight up
yeah,
just
it's levels to it. It's so many levels to it. It's layers to everything. There's no one level. There's multiple levels.
so psychedelics. Have you ever done any psychedelics?
No, I plan on doing some, but not right now because like basically the universe is preparing me for a psychedelic experience, experiencing natural psychedelic experiences. Well, through meditation, through basic thought
Yeah,
thoughts that kill and stab my ego over and over again.
yeah,
Like even the thought of thinking that we're one is basically beating up my ego.
bro. That's like I didn't understand that till I first did mushrooms, and I was like, holy shit, man, it's all one right now. Just the
Yeah.
fact you're getting out that without psychedelics is pretty cool. Like I heard something, I don't know how true it is, but apparently Buddhists that have taken a tab of acid, like Buddhist monks for a while, they felt nothing after doing LSD. Like they're already on that level.
See, that's what I plan to get on, man. I want to get to that level. I am practicing stillness in every sort of way, trying to like stand in one spot, concentrate in one spot, hey, like gaze, like hazing my sight so I can see beyond the third dimension. It's
That
so powerful, bro.
that's so dope, man. That's actually something I had written down. Just I have a few things written down to go off of. One of them is fifth dimensional shift, and I guarantee we're attracting people that are in a fifth dimensional shift right now. But like, what what are your feelings about that? Like, I personally feel that it's just like love. We keep on loving. You made that song Age of Aquarius. I feel like the Age of Aquarius is the fifth dimensional switch. We're learning to let love guide the way. We're realizing everything you're talking about, that we're all whole, we're all one. And it's crazy times to be living in, man. Like this coronavirus, I don't even think you're allowed to say that on YouTube. Take this in, bro. In the guidelines of YouTube, you're not allowed to talk about 5D and the C virus in the same video.
Wow,
That's in the
that is crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. So I feel like it's all just a distraction to keep us
It
away
is.
from the Great Awakening. Yeah.
It is. It's like when you think about the fifth dimensional shift and you try to you try to wrap your head around it, but you can't because it's so expansive. You really, what you're doing when you go through this fifth dimensional shift, you're becoming everything, which is love. Everything was created from love. Everything is love. Even the darkness is love. Even like the dark times we go through is love. Everything is a form of love. It's just how you look at it.
That's what
Love is everywhere.
that's what A Course in Miracles, just like not a Bible. It's being called a spiritual Bible. That's what they say. Like everything is an illusion, and the only thing that's real is love.
That's the only thing that's real. Love is the only thing that exists. Fear is just a product of an absence of love.
And you know what, man? The way you explain it, the way you just explained, 5D realizing we are love and we're made of that. I see why people get turned off of spirituality because, that's a pretty scary thought. You lose the fact that
Yeah.
you're this body, you're
Yeah.
losing your identity of just, I am this and I'm just this body, and you're embracing that this body could dissolve just like that.
Exactly. We are just mush. We're just mush. We're just mush, man. Like I talk about this stuff as much as I can every day to people. I blow people's minds that listen. They listen to me. They're like, oh my gosh. they're like, oh my gosh. Like basically what I did as a person, I escaped civilization, going into the mountains trying to seek a higher perspective. And I came back and basically, like Jesus, I start blowing folks' minds. But that's what we're all supposed to be doing. We're supposed to seek a higher perspective, then come back to the reality that we believe is true and tell other people that this reality isn't true.
That's deep, man. It's deep. It's true. It's definitely what we're here to do, bro. And just like me and you, like this whole new generation of light workers, bro. If you're watching this, just don't give up. Be yourself.
Don't give up.
Don't give
You
up.
cannot.
There's a higher
Can't,
mountain.
you cannot give up no matter what. Giving up means that life wins. You can't let life win, no matter what.
You have to be
But
the creator, bro. Okay, so I honestly don't know how long this is going for because it honestly feels timeless. But
let's,
let's
let's keep going.
keep going, man. So all right, your song, Landline. I freaking resonate with the lyrics. By the way, JayAyeWhy song just came out. If
Yeah,
you're watching,
song just dropped. I just ran into a spider web. Song just dropped on
you,
all platforms. Go get it right now.
for real. So if you like music and you're spiritual and you like rap, but you don't like what a lot of rappers rap about, bro,
I'm the rapper.
JayAyeWhy. Spiritual rap, seriously. So go run up his channel. I'm going to post it here. But he just released a song called Landline. You just released a song called Landline.
It's
What?
the it's amazing.
It's
What I try to introduce to the world is a new genre, not soul music or R&B. It's soul rap. Soul rap. Nobody has even done that before.
bro, for real. I don't think anyone's ever done soul. Well, I mean, this is my perspective. I hear it as soul like trap,
Soul trap, yeah.
because
Yeah,
people, yeah, there's people that rap like deep and spiritual, but like in the sense of popular trap music, that's usually lean culture. It's like
yeah.
Landline is just like the opposite of that, you know?
Soul trap. That's what it is. Landline is a piece of art, man. I love Landline.
Man, if
Every time you listen to it,
if
every time you listen to it, just every time you listen to one of my songs, it's gonna resonate.
oh, for real. because it's just truth, and the truth resonates. Like, you can say something to people and it may sound
Right.
so whack, but if it's truth, they'll kind of just nod their heads and be like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yo, bro, if Landline was a book and it had the back of the book, what would the back of the book say?
That's amazing, man. I love that question. Okay. Let me think. Let me grab something out of my brain. We all have a calling, and it's telling us to follow our hearts. But we also have a calling telling us to listen to our soul. Which one are you gonna pick up? One or both? JayAyeWhy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Cuts around it. You heard it here first.
JayAyeWhy. Boom.
that that's so awesome what you're going for, and just like, because I always had this worry when I produce. I love trap beats, man, but I always had this worry if people were to buy beats from me, they'd use it for a bad purpose and they'd rap lean about it, because that's like what most people do when you create trap beats, right? But like,
Right.
I remember doing ayahuasca, and at the end of it, a shaman was talking to me, and she's like, keep doing your music, just keep doing it. And then I told her this fear that I have of just like giving a beat and then someone uses it for the wrong purpose, and I'm kind of tied in with that bad influence. And she said, just ask the universe for a positive rapper, like think of the person you want to work with. So I did, and that was like 6 months ago. And it's just mind-blowing, like, to see how the universe, like, if it's truly meant for you, it will come no matter what.
Exactly. That everything ties into one. We have to. Okay. This is another way to look at life, right? You know, a big old spider web. Okay, imagine a big old spider web, right? And we are at the center of that spider web. But that is our ego. The spider web is everything.
Right.
And what the ego does, it breaks down and it starts realizing that, whoa, I am this spider web. Instead of thinking I'm just this center of the spider web, we are the whole spider web.
Cool.
So every little line and connection, that is either a manifestation, a synergetic connection that we make amongst each other, or it can be anything because it is everything. But we realize that we are everything. And once we realize that we are everything more, we start to manipulate our reality like Plato.
That's intense, because you can literally do anything at all. Like, nothing should stop us from going for that highest greatness, because that highest greatness is something we create in our mind. That's something that always, like, I always think of. Like, I was thinking just today, right? Like, a $10 bill, what's changing this from having two or three more zeros at the end of it? Well, really nothing. It's just in my mind. And I was thinking today, like, if I'm out on a hike, I don't have any money on me. What's the difference between me feeling like I have $100 and feeling like I have $1,000,000? The only thing it is myself, my ego, not myself, but my ego
Exactly.
just knows that I have
Exactly.
100,000, not a million. But fuck that. I can feel like I have $1,000,000.
Exactly, bro. Man, when you really think about that so much, when you think about the universe too much to a point of like expansion, you really crack your ego like an egg and open that motherfucker in half.
Yeah,
But like,
Jesus, for real.
man, like the belief system, right?
Mhm.
I'm studying something really esoteric right now. This is manipulating matter with your mind, right?
Like
The
kind of,
only the only reason that I can't phase my hand through this branch right here is because I believe I can. The only reason I can't fly and walk across this lake is because I don't believe in myself enough. We are the The program is so deep within us that we believe everything outside of us is not connected to one type of energy.
That's awesome because it's not really physical, it's malleable. That's just kind of like if you see
Exactly.
the Matrix, it's when Neo bends the spoon and the kid gives him the spoon and he's like, bend the spoon with your mind. He's like, how do I do that? And he's like, realize you are the spoon. And then like I don't know, Neo gives us a look at it and then the spoon starts bending like Play-Doh.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
am the spoon. Like this is a figmentation of my mind.
Man, I love that movie, man. That's got to be my favorite movie of all time, other than Lucy. I like Lucy too.
Oh, bro, that's the one where the girl goes from like 5% brain power to like 98 or whatever.
Bro, she went straight to 100. She went straight to 100, man. Like that was the best moment because when she hit 100, she just disappeared and became everything. That
Oh,
was the that was the epic moment of the whole movie. Everybody thought the telepathic powers was it, but nah, bro.
erase that from my mind, bro. I gotta see that movie still.
You too, man. I really recommend watching that movie over and over until you get a higher understanding of who we are.
Well, that's the thing. I watched the Matrix a couple times. My friend showed me it like before, and then I kind of understood it before my spiritual awakening. I kind of understood it, but I didn't. And then I watched it ever. I mean, again, and my soul was just like yeah, like this is just a huge metaphor. Another good one's Inception, like the dream within a dream
I
stuff.
just watched that. I just watched it. That is so wild, man. I just watched it.
Bro, maybe this is an
What?
inception. Like we're dreaming this call right now, you know? Who
I'm
knows?
reading a book. I'm reading a book on consciousness, which is called Dream. It's called Awakening in the Dream, or I think it's called Awakening Within the Dream, and it's by David Wilcock. And it starts off talking about lucid dreaming and how we're basically walking dreams within a dream, realizing that we're in a dream.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's like what we are. Like I've heard people say before, and I kind of resonate this. Like when we go to bed at night, we're actually going to sleep in this dimension, but like waking up to higher dimensions. And when we're awake, we're just asleep in higher dimension.
exactly. My little sister, she had just woke me up from like a nap, and I told her, "Did I wake?" She said, "Did I wake you up?" And I was like, "Nah, you put me to sleep." I was like, "Man,
And she's probably like, "What?
yeah." She was, "What you mean?"
You put me back to sleep."
So funny, man.
That's too funny, man. Oh, that's so awesome. You know, there was something I wanted to say, but kind of forgot it. Kind of left my mind. Hopefully, it comes back.
Well, I'll fill in the blank right now. Nature is everything. When we touch everything, we become it. Subconsciously, we don't, but consciously, we do. And once we put on this planet, even as a baby, we are connected with everything.
And for those watching that kind of feel it, but don't really like 100% know, like, what does it really mean to be connected to, like, there's no way you can really explain it. And it's like when people ask you how you done shrooms, or one that more people can relate to is like someone asks you, how does it feel to be drunk? How does it feel to smoke weed? Well, I can tell you that like when you're drunk, you get slow, or like when you're high, it's kind of like you're really in the moment and you feel relaxed, but like you don't know until you've gotten high what it really feels like. You can't really explain it, right? So like
Right.
in a sense, you can explain, yeah, like everything is energy. I am that energy,
But
but
you have to experience it.
yeah, you have to feel it.
You have to, you know, your sensitivity to everything, your emotions, your, people's words, vibes, that really, that is the true thing, or one of the true aspects of connecting us with everything.
You know what, bro? There's a whole bunch of ways you can go about realizing it like that. Like I feel like meditation, one of them. Like Everyone
Yeah,
can into
most
meditation.
everybody can meditate. That's the thing.
Like, yo,
Even a dog.
even the dog, even your dog, bro. Meditate with your dog. Actually, animals are more zen. Cats are zened out as fuck, bro. I have two cats, and they're always just so
Do
chill.
that.
They're so yeah, they're so still, bro. And it's like cats are zen as fuck.
I need a cat, man. I want a cat so bad. I want a cat.
Get one from a shelter. I don't like breeders.
I have one of my neighbor's cats always comes outside, and never I'm outside. Like every time I walk outside, it's like meow. I'm here.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that's
jokes.
a sign from the universe.
I don't know. It's a powerful time on a planet, man. Well, I mean, I do know, bro. It's a powerful time on the planet, and if you feel like you have a call in, bro, anyone, like not even just to you, anyone watching this, anyone feeling this, just like do that call in. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're all here for, to answer what has been calling our name ever since we were born.
For real, bro. And I feel like one way we can realize that, man, is you wouldn't think about it, but just start having fun with your life, bro. I noticed when I stopped taking shit so serious and I was just like having fun and going with the flow,
Right.
like thinking like people think, man, things can get so bad. Like so many bad things could happen if I don't do this, man. Like one day I was just like, you know what, fucking man, I'm just gonna do what feels right. And like really how bad can it actually get? Like how I know people, I can sleep at their house if I really need to, but like how bad can it get?
How
Can't.
bad? It can't get that bad. It really can't. Because the only reason people let it get that bad is because they believe that it's gonna be that bad.
It's going back to belief systems, man. It's full circle. Belief systems ties in with everything, like what you have in life, like what you believe you can achieve, even the freaking bend the spoon. It's all belief systems is huge.
It's one of the it's the gas that runs the car. That's really what it is. It's the gas that runs the car. The only reason I believe, well, the only reason I think I can't fly off right now is because I believe I can't fly off right now.
Your gas tank isn't just expanded enough at the moment. That's all.
Exactly. That's the conscious. That's the conscious part about it.
And then
Once our ego fully dissolves, once our identity of this character in this game fully becomes aware, fully like 100% like Lucy, you can
yeah,
do anything.
yeah.
Do anything.
And I have times, bro, where I slip up, I slow down, and like I'm not as focused and present in the moment. But I feel like it's not about how many times you get down there, but the more you can realize that like you're not present, the more you can get present. It's all in the now. It's all in just being present and grateful.
And present and grateful. Like I said on the landline song, got to be present to get more presents.
Yeah, exactly. Pay attention to what's existing, right? Pay
Yeah,
attention to what's existing. And you were talking about gas tanks. That's what I wanted to say. Um, bro, the bad vibes and spirits trying to keep you from
yeah,
growth, that's like what drains your energy tank. Like you gotta know,
exactly,
we gotta know who we should be around. Like we gotta
exactly.
know when we're in a bad pattern and like, have the courage to say like this is not me anymore.
Right. This isn't me. You gotta believe that your energy isn't toxic, right? Like when you go into a room, you automatically swap energy with everybody in that room. It's so, like when you make eye contact with somebody, that's swapping energy.
Yeah, I feel like everything's getting so metaphysical now to the point where like we're swapping energy on this chat. Whoever you're chatting to on the phone, everything's quantum physics. So like you're in a quantum room with that person. Like in a higher in a higher dimension, we're literally face to face, just like dancing around planets and shit.
Right. Right. That's exactly what it is, man.
Like
It's
yo,
a big ripple effect.
yeah, yo, I feel you guys up there. I feel you.
Yeah, they up there doing Dougie and doing dances, backflips, all that. I feel I feel as if I feel as if like our higher selves are basically see that's a sign. You hear that?
Yeah, is it playing?
That's two helicopters.
Oh, you know it's crazy because I was just pointing up there. I didn't make that connection until now.
Man, that's a connection right there.
Bro, that is our higher self we're hearing. Ah,
Exactly, because it's high. Like that's a synchronicity within itself.
and people watching this are probably like having
It's two
laughing at
it's and it's actually two helicopters and it's two of us on the phone.
this jet, and we're talking about higher shit, man. We're in the sky, freaking dancing around planets. That's awesome, man.
Man, that shit is mind blowing.
That's how you know. That's how you know, man. But here's the thing, bro. Like, back to the presence and the feeling the signs leading you to more awakening. It's like, you know, like honestly, me in this present moment, I heard those planes. I was like, those are loud as fuck. Like, why are they there? But you actually made that connection, right? Like, you were looking out. You felt something coming. It's just like always being aware.
Right. Awareness is key, man.
Uh,
Awareness.
For real, man. And people are getting aware of the music they're listening to, of everything, man. And I really feel like spiritual trap, or is that what we called it again? Soul trap is just like
So
the next thing, bro. Like I'm big things, bro. Big things, big plans, and just like it exists right now.
that's it right there. Big plans, big things. We are here to not only exist, but we are here to claim our existence and expand our questions about our existence. That's what Soul Trap is basically about. Trying to make people question, make people change and change the world.
Because yo, the highest purpose of music is not just entertainment, and people can't take it as entertainment sometimes, but it can be that, but it can be so much more.
It can, yeah. It's a message. It's symbolic in every other way. Like my okay, the landline video, the video I put together myself, it's it's very meaningful of how I acted as two characters, which was basically the ego and the spirit. Like the
Yeah,
ego laying in the bed, the spirit walked in, the room was dirty. Spirit told the ego, get up and go out and adventure. Ego climbed through the window.
yeah,
Ego climbed through the window. Ego went on this little journey to find a notebook and a pad and start following his passion.
that's
That's
dope.
basically
Yeah,
that's basically
I made that connection like right away when I watched it. I was like, that's so cool. I love the way you did that. Just like just starting off like having you as the same person, by the way, having you as the same person, but then like different versions of yourself, you know, like one's
right.
from a higher dimension, and that's cool. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're a subscriber of my channel or a subscriber of Jaylon's and haven't even seen it, but like on my end, if you subscribe to mine, because I mainly do talks, right? I don't do too much about music, but I definitely think you would love a lot of JayAyeWhy's work.
Yeah,
You just love it straight up.
yeah. It's a it's a it's a Picasso. It's a real Picasso, man. I really enjoy creating the art more than actually trying to sell the art and get money from it. Like I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it. I actually like when I make my own lyric videos, make my own music videos, when I edit them myself. I love doing that because it's like, whoa, I'm doing this. It's like multi-dimensional acts of doing. Like I'm creating something that I created and it's speaking to me. Like it's wow, man.
And it's almost like channeling, right?
It's yes, it's exactly what it is. and people don't believe in, you know, the the esoteric or the 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 psychic developments that we get from actually going into our psyche and changing. You know,
Yeah,
it's it's different abilities that we get. Just like Lucy, when she starts reading people's minds and basically reading them, it's a whole different way they was dramatizing it, but it's the same aspect, right? It's all energy. Energy is basically like a book, and we all read. That's how you, the that's the simplest way I can put it.
yeah, bro. And just see, I feel like adding on top of that, we're just like we go through grades in life, but like we are the teachers and we're also the students, and we're going
Right.
through grades of understanding.
That's exactly what it is, man.
I love how esoteric this got.
Yeah. It's very, for the people that's watching, it's deep. But like we ourselves, our individual selves, we're to a point of understanding, like we can literally